So it is no secret that I have had my fair share of struggles during my time on YouTube. My mental health over the past few years has just been a roller coaster. Those of you who've been following me for a while know that I have both depression and anxiety. I have made a few videos venting about how it affects my life. It has been kicking my ass and keeping me from doing anything that I want to do since like 7th grade. And basically for my whole entire life I have been caught in between wanting to lock myself away and do nothing all day because I'm not good enough, and then being racked with anxiety because I feel like a garbage person for not doing anything. And that of course trickled into my YouTube channel. I have been struggling to stay consistent ever since I decided that I was going to try and be a YouTuber. I always have so many plans for videos I want to make and I just never bring them to fruition. I'm one of those people where my mind peaks at like 1 AM and almost every night I stay up thinking about all the videos that I'm gonna film tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and one of two things always happens. Either I just wake up feeling like garbage and I don't do anything because I feel like it's not even worth it, or it might just be one of my good days and I wake up feeling super positive and I film 3 whole videos. But then I just start to slowly come down, and then by the time it's time to edit those videos, I just feel like they're complete garbage and I scrap the whole thing. And then the anxiety comes in because I feel like not only am I letting all of you guys who follow me down, but I'm not going to be able to ever do the things that I want to do because it's always either I don't do it at all or I do it and it's not up to my own standards. It's just this never-ending cycle of the same thing happening over and over and over and feeling like you're never going to get out of this loop. I've been open with you guys about how I've been trying to find a medication that works for me, but that has not been easy either. Now, as you guys know, I went to VidCon this year and VidCon was so great. I felt like I was making so many good connections and I was just feeling so positive and inspired by all these other creators that are around me. And the more I talked with other people, the more I felt like, you know, maybe I can actually do this. And I really, really want to do this. I have been trying at it for so many years now. Last year's VidCon was good too, but it was just a super new experience for me. It was the first time I'd ever been to VidCon, so by the time I got home, I was just completely just going through withdrawal, and I just completely crashed and burned. So this year, while I was there, I swore to myself that I was not going to let that happen to me again. Like, I love art and design and all of these other things, and of course, eventually, it's going to be what I go to school for. But at the end of the day, YouTube is the thing that I really want to do more than anything. I seriously enjoy making videos more than anything else. This is what I want to do. Like, I want to make videos, and that was all that was on my mind the whole time I was coming back from VidCon. And I knew that the only way I was going to actually do it is if I keep that momentum of positivity that I was feeling from VidCon. I just know that whenever I'm feeling super happy and positive, there is always a crash. So the whole time I was coming back, I just kept telling myself, like, I have got to keep this up for as long as possible after I get back. So I came home, I made yet another appointment for my medications, and I got to work on not only my VidCon video, but my store envy, which I had been putting off for months before that. And I not only opened my store envy, but I was actually able to stay on track this time and not get crazy overwhelmed. I tried to keep things manageable for myself this time, as opposed to trying to do everything until I just completely shut down. And that was seriously such a huge win for me. I know selling some clothes online doesn't seem like that much of a big deal, but it felt so good to feel like I was finally functioning with something. And after that, I started actually sleeping a normal amount instead of staying up for like 24 hours feeling crazy anxious and then staying in bed for days. I was even feeling better at my normie job. Everything was just falling into place for once. I was working on finishing up my VidCon video, and about then is when it started to hit me. I'm watching this vlog and I can just feel it creeping back up. I start thinking this isn't good enough. It's shorter than the last VidCon vlog, therefore you didn't get enough footage. Everyone's gonna hate it. You took too long to edit it, so now no one's gonna watch it. But then I just thought back to what I had been telling myself coming home from VidCon, like, I need to keep this momentum. So even though I was feeling super depressed, I just uploaded the VidCon vlog anyway. And guess what happened? You guys actually kinda liked it. I actually got quite a few comments specifically saying how good the editing was, even though the whole time I was editing it, I just felt inadequate. And I'm just sitting there reading these comments and I start to realize, why am I being so hard on myself? Why do I pick everything that I do apart to the point that I just end up killing everything? If I wasn't my own worst enemy, I would get so many things accomplished. And having like that whole realization just like flood into my brain as I was reading the comments, just, it like broke down this wall in my brain. So basically, I am making making this video to say some things are going to be changing. I feel like I've said that so many times before in so many different videos, so I understand if a bunch of you are probably super skeptical. Like, you know how when you run, they say, you know, you hit this wall. It's like the tap out point, but if you keep running past it, you essentially break through it and all your exhaustion is just gone. Whenever I'm feeling positive, I always end up hitting this wall. But for some reason, this time when it told me to stop, I essentially just popped that bitch in the mouth and kept running. And it was just like this weight was lifted off of me. Between my medications and just keeping the mindset of pushing through everything, I just finally feel like I'm in control. And it feels so good. Like everything just feels so much different now, even the way I feel about myself physically. I just feel really good being me for once. Now, I'm not gonna make any crazy promises to you guys because as I've come to realize, setting these insane expectations and promising way too much is my self-sabotage. I'm not gonna be posting a brand new video every single day. I'm not going to be a completely different person, but I am going to be posting things more consistently. And I'm going to stop overthinking my videos to death and just have fun. That's not gonna say that I'm just gonna stop caring and putting effort into my videos, because if I just threw up a video just to say that I uploaded, I wouldn't be happy about that either. But one thing I might do is like more vlogs, things where I can just sit down and chat with you guys like what I'm doing right now, as opposed to making everything so meticulously pre-planned. A lot of people on YouTube right now are at this point where they're just so sick of the fake and the disingenuous and the contrived personas that everyone is putting out right now. And not that I've ever been fake with you guys, I actually feel like one of the good things about my channel is that I keep it pretty genuine with you guys, but I want to be just more real with you guys. Basically, I want to stop curating my life to the point where like you only see like this much of me. I've been cropping out so much that I felt wasn't perfect that I've essentially just cropped out like a huge chunk of my personality. I don't want to be this interchangeable figure in front of the camera just telling you guys what to buy. My channel is called Drew Disaster, and that is me. This channel is me. And I want you guys to get a better idea of who me is. If that means that we start over from here, then that's completely fine with me. Hi, my name's Drew. It's nice to meet you. Now, like I said, I made this video because I wanted you guys to know that things are going to be changing. But I also wanted to make this video for those of you who have dealt with stuff that I have been going through. Because I know every time that I've made a video talking about my anxiety and my depression and how it's affected me, and I've gotten a lot of comments from people saying that they completely relate, and it was comforting for them to hear that somebody was going through the same thing. So if you've watched those videos of me talking about my depression and you were one of those people who had been through the exact same thing, I just want you to know that it gets better. For years, I have started a week by saying, I'm gonna get so much done this week, and then I have 3 panic attacks and I don't get anything done, and I just completely want to end my life by the end of it. And the more it keeps happening, where you just crash and burn, you start to get deeper into this hole where you feel like, why am I even trying? Things aren't going to change and I am never going to be happy because this is just the way I am. And what I've come to learn is that the more you believe that, the more it's true. But if you keep picking yourself up at the start of every week saying this is gonna be a great week, eventually it will be. The truth is, it's going to suck for a very, very long time being stuck in that loop. Like, you keep walking up the hill only to roll back down and just think, why am I even doing this? But if you stop trying, you are 100% guaranteed to stay at the bottom. So just keep moving. And if you get just one step closer to the top of the hill, you need to gas yourself up, because even though you're back on the bottom, you still got farther than you did last time. You are still closer to your goal. Maybe that step is cleaning your room that you've neglected for months because you've been so depressed. Maybe it's making a doctor's appointment. Maybe it's going to bed and waking up at a decent hour. Even if you fall apart at the end of the week after doing that thing, you still made progress by doing that thing. So even though, like I said, there have been so many times that I've said, I'm going to post a bunch of videos this week, and the week goes by and nothing goes up. I'm letting you guys know that I am going to be posting more, and things are going to change, because I finally am at that point where I'm actually moving a few steps closer and I'm not gonna stop now. So that is everything that I wanted to tell you guys. Before I go, I wanted to just mention that I am going to be at Playlist Live this year in DC. I have never been to Playlist Live before. I've always just kind of pushed it off, but this year I decided that I want to go, so I'm going. So let me know if you are too, and hopefully I will see you there. I love you guys so much, and I love this family that that I have here on YouTube, and I'm never gonna give it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with yet another video. Bye guys!